So, they ask how I get that,
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh, boy. All right. Y'all see the title? Y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all know what we gonna get into this good Sunday evening. I hope everybody feeling good and doing great. And again, y'all, welcome back to the break room, honey. We got Jasmine and Olivia in the break room. Hey, everybody, what's good? I don't know what's going on with Jasmine, honey, but she came on here with some selective outrage about reaction videos. I said, girl, that is so 2021, 2022. Ma'am, are you okay over there? I'm like, Jasmine, we don't want to talk about your outrage about a reaction video. We want to talk about that tea you was over there talking about the other day. You know, Jasmine, them videos you put on private over there, ma'am. Okay, we want to talk about that. Not that other fool-la-la you over there talking about, but we're going to get into it. And then Olivia did a live talking about Zaddy coming home. I don't know who Zaddy is. I don't know if she's talking about Zaddy Gerard or Zaddy Joey or Zaddy Prison Bay or Zaddy Disabled Gamer Bay or I don't know what Zaddy she's talking about, but apparently some Zaddy's coming home. But in that video or in that live stream, there was some conversation about AJ and his behavior, and Olivia basically said she's scared of AJ. Okay. And her chat was suggesting some things to her or what she could do to calm. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just tell you right now. What I think about AJ is just he's bad. He's just a bad little boy. He's been raised for almost 4 years with no discipline. He doesn't fear his mama, and that's it. That's what I think. Okay. Yeah, I seen that. I see she's on there taking a pregnancy test. I was like, my goodness, girl. I said, bye-bye. I said that, honey, that Ussy got more miles on it than some freaking flyer miles. I said, good gracious. How's we taking 2 pregnancy tests in 1 year? Girl, didn't you just take one at the grocery store back in, what was that, August? It is a mess, Tasha. Didn't she just take one? Hey, Alicia, didn't she just take one? Back in August at the Publix grocery store. What grocery store was she at, y'all? Publix bathroom grocery store? Yeah, I don't think anything wrong with AJ, but that he just lack of discipline. And now you want to discipline him when you should have been cutting that behavior when it started. I don't know, when he started walking and talking. When he started walking, but see, this is what happened, in my opinion, when you ignore your children and let them do whatever the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what happens. And then those behaviors become patterns, and then they take on as mannerisms. And so he feels like he been getting away with it. Like the whole thing with how AJ mimics what she says. Like she could be on a live stream talking and he'll sit there and mimic everything she says. Like when he started doing that, you should have nipped it in the bud then. Yes, that's what I said, Black and Bougie. I said, didn't Olivia just go down there to the chop shop? What you said, to get a situation right? But we all know what that story was about. I said, girl, how many pregnancy tests are you gonna take? Who was the daddy of that baby? And Kai is headed in the same direction, exactly. You know, but those are going to be, you know, her issues to deal with. You know. Right, Mama Twinsies. Yes, laugh now, cry later. Exactly. When you thought that stuff was cute, and was laughing, talking about he's so smart because he can mimic your words. You know, when he was over there hollering, clock that T, instead of laughing about it, you should have clocked them legs and told him to go sit his tail down. You know, it's too late now. Well, I ain't gonna say it's too late, but the discipline he needs is not gonna come from Olivia, in my opinion. It's just not gonna come from her. It's gonna have to come from somebody else that he respects. Now, again, respecting your parent and loving your parent is two different things. I just don't think he respects his mother as a disciplinarian. I just don't. All right, so we're gonna get into Jasmine real quick, and then we're gonna skedaddle on over to Olivia. Y'all, did y'all hear about Black Friday this weekend? They said Black Friday was it was like Maroon Thursday, baby. They said Black Friday. They said it was crickets in Walmart. They said wasn't nobody there. They said, I guess, you know, because it was supposed to be like this buying boycott thing going on, where people were boycotting shopping in stores and stuff. But now, obviously, there are people that still went out and shop, but for the most part, they said, honey, it was crickets down there at the Walmarts. They said Target has some type of swag bag going on. People standing in line all in the middle of the night. In a lot of cities, it was real cold because y'all know there was a lot of storms going on throughout the United States over the weekend. And a lot of people said they got that swag bag and they were thoroughly disappointed. And apparently it was only the first 100 customers or something like that. You know, here's my thing. Based off what I was seeing, the sales that they were promoting as sales were the price that you could get any other day throughout the year. Yeah, they were trash. Those Black Friday sales were pitiful. And then let's be honest, y'all. I don't know if you guys know this, but I saw this on some type of tech news about 5 years ago. It was like around 2020 when I saw this. They said the best time to buy a television is during Super Bowl. They said the Super Bowl sales on televisions are better than Black Friday. They said that is the best time to buy a television. And here's the gag with Black Friday. We all know Black Friday is just cliche. But when they changed Black Friday from being actually the shopping day to running sales all through the month of November leading up to Thanksgiving weekend, it lost its luster then. Because if you've been giving sales starting like the middle of November, trying to get people to come and spend their money, then come Friday, Black Friday, what there is no, like, what more can you sell when you have given percentages off throughout the year? Like, I didn't understand it. And let's be honest, y'all, by now, who don't got a flat screen TV? Like, y'all, no, really. Who don't, like, at this point, flat screens need to be damn near free. Who don't got a flat screen TV in damn near every size? You damn sure got a 32-inch. You damn sure got a 55-inch. You can go get a 55-inch for $150, $60 at Walmart anytime during the year. Let's be honest. Who don't have a 75-inch? A lot of y'all got the 90 inches or the 80 inches, whatever. Who don't have 65? Who don't have, when the flat screens started to become really cheap, who don't already have flat screens? Let's be honest, y'all. Who got the old school big body TVs in their house? Nobody. So if you really wanted to bring people into your stores, meaning stores like Walmart, Best Buy, Target, places that sell electronics, and I'm just naming a few. I know there's far more other places like Amazon and other places that sell electronics, but, you know, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, if you just gonna sell a 55-inch, why the 55-inch couldn't have been $75? Now let's be honest, that's a deal. Anything over $100 for a flat screen 55-inch, who the hell is going to break their neck to go get that? No, really, y'all, who is doing that? And if that's the case, why are you doing it? Unless you moving into your new apartment or new house And when I say new apartment, new house, meaning you're fresh out of your parents' house. For anybody who's been living for the past, I don't know, on their own, at least for the past 5 years, trust me, you already got all that stuff. You got all that stuff. Air fryer. Who don't already have an air fryer? You see what I'm saying? Like the stuff that they had on a Dyson. Who don't already got a Dyson? If that's the type of vacuum cleaner that you want, you bought that years ago. And let's be honest, now with the buy now, pay laters, why am I breaking my neck to go get a PS5 that you probably marked down by $50 when I could just go get that thing and put it on the buy now, pay later and just make payments on it? And you know what I'm saying? Like, Black Friday just didn't make any sense to me this year. And remember I told y'all last year when I went to Walmart, it was really like dead in there. And it was the middle of the afternoon, baby. And it wasn't nobody in electronics. There were people in the store, but it wasn't like traditionally back in the day. You said your friend bought you a Ninja slushy machine. So I'm just like, people, I really feel like a lot of people were standing on business when it came to, the only thing about the whole blackout of people not, basically banning shopping to show corporations like stop doing your consumers the way you're doing. The only thing about the whole blackout thing and basically telling people not to purchase anything unless you truly need it, what that essentially does is it trickles down to the employees. Yeah, you're teaching the corporations a lesson, but in the process of teaching them that lesson, employees of those stores don't have jobs. Because we all know retail is quick to lay your ass off, or they quick to make your hours. You was getting 30 hours last week. Now you're only getting 10. So it's a trickle down effect. Either way it go. Like you boycotting shopping to teach corporations a lesson. Essentially what it does is it trickles down to the employees of these stores, the employees of these warehouses these like Walmart warehouse, like those associates that it messes up a lot more. And let's be honest, we understand the corporations know this as well too. But at this point, y'all, I just really feel like we are just, unfortunately, we just like, and this might sound kind of weird when I say, but we're kind of just like a slave to the rhythm at this point, You said the economy is ish. People aren't spending as they were previously. The cost of food is the highest it's ever been. Yes, it is. Like, food is ridiculous. I spent a ton of money for Thanksgiving. A ton of money. And I couldn't believe how much money I spent. I was like, God, dog. I spent a ton of money. And I was just like, well, we got to eat. And y'all, yesterday, child, we ordered out. Like, I didn't want the food no more after, really, Thursday, Friday, I think I ate some Saturday morning. Saturday evening, child, we was going to get us some damn barbecue. Because I was just kind of over it, Especially for me as the cook, I'm tasting the food as I'm preparing it, because obviously as a cook, you got to kind of taste your food to make sure it's giving the taste that you want. So by the time you finish tasting everything as you're preparing it, then when it's really time to eat, child, for me, I didn't really want to eat soon after I said dinner is served. I waited several hours. Like, matter of fact, I went to sleep and woke up and ate. Then I ate a little bit on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just kind of over it. Like, yesterday I had a little bit that when I got up like mid-afternoon, I had a little bit. And then Saturday evening, I was like, I want some barbecue. Y'all want some barbecue? We ate barbecue. So you said, I walked out of Walmart today with 4 items, $40. Damn American dollars. Girl, yes, it's a mess. That's why people should only make enough for 2 days. Yeah, and you're right, Black and Bougie. But, considering, depending on if you're hosting, and that was a thing too. Like this year, a lot of people who were hosting for their families, this year they was like, you can't just bring paper plates and Soho cups. No, baby, you got to bring a whole dish. And if you're the one who can't really cook out the family, then don't necessarily bring a dish because ain't nobody gonna eat it. Just give $20. Like a lot of families were enlisting other members of the family to bring dishes to the family member who was hosting. Y'all know historically, whoever was hosting, yes, people came over and brought things because customary. That's a respectable thing to do. But this year, I seen on social media a lot of families that were hosting their Thanksgiving dinners. They sent out memos a week, weeks before Thanksgiving. Hey, don't bring paper plates and Soho cups and napkins. We got that covered. Child, you need to put something in on this meal because it's expensive to prepare this year. Okay, Tasha Nicole, that sounds good. You said you hosted, everyone brought sides, and I made the turkey. Works for me. Because as you said, Tasha Nicole, you hosted, so why all the burden got to be on you? And people taking plates too. Child, y'all making plates, y'all eating, then taking plates. You got to give in on this. Nikki said, I didn't boycott anything. I just didn't need anything. I buy what I need regularly through the year. So I just bought Christmas gifts and gift sets deals on TikTok. That's what I did. I bought some stuff on TikTok. I bought a few things on Amazon. I'm like you, Nikki. I didn't really need anything. Like really, y'all, I really did not need anything. So I wasn't in a big hurry I didn't go to any stores. I did my shopping online. I hit TikTok. I hit Amazon. I hit one more. I think I got something from Sephora. Or was it Ulta? No, it was Ulta. And it was just one little thing I got from Ulta. And baby, that was it. Like I did not spend a ton of money Friday. I just didn't. And Cyber Monday, there's nothing I really need or want that is precedent to have. Because again, like you said, Nikki, I've literally bought all year. So. Yes, hey, Cheese. We're going to get into it. We definitely going to get into it. Vita said, I had a friend who wanted to throw a barbecue, but she asked everyone to bring their own meat, their own sodas and drinks, and a minimum of 3 cases of water. She wasn't going to buy the meat or anything. God, dog. So what she was just providing the household? Baby, if I got to do all that, I might as well stay at the crib and do it. I can see asking somebody to bring a dish. Obviously everybody bring a different dish, but the child, she want folks to bring sodas, waters, meats. So what she just provided the yard. That's what she provided, Vita. Baby, I would have stayed at home. There was too many demands right there. I'd have been confused. There's too many instructions. I would have stayed at home. All right, y'all, let's get into it, honey. Let's get into my jazzy life real quick. And then as Say Cheese says, we're going to go on over there to the other clown show, also known as Liv's Life. Y'all, let's get into it.
I just need to speak on this real quick. Like, damn, it's cold. I just need to speak on this.
I have not seen it.
No, they're going to direct it directly to a person. This woman is annoying as hell. Like, oh my God, you are so annoying. Like, this lady's obsessed with me, right? Y'all, this is the same woman that sent Aiden a Christmas gift years ago, right? Because she's so obsessed. This old ass Mexican lady is so obsessed. And I'm just like, bitch, I'm about to report all your videos.
So if you guys are not familiar in this little reaction sector of YouTube called the Mommy Sector, there's a reaction channel called The Erics. She is a Hispanic woman that does commentary on the moms. She talks about Jasmine. She talks about Olivia. And she talks about, other topics. And so Jasmine is upset because apparently the Erics, the reaction channel, has been doing some type of AI videos or AI. I don't know if they're videos or shorts or whatever. But I guess she's upset that, I don't know why Jasmine's upset, because she had this thing with the Eric's channel a few years ago when the lady who hosts that channel, runs that channel, sent Aiden a Christmas gift because she's very partial, or was, or is very partial to Aiden. And so she had sent Aiden a Christmas gift, and Jasmine was just livid. She couldn't understand why she did that, blah, 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 whatever. So apparently Jasmine is double backing around to having some type of gripe with the Erics. And I'm just thinking to myself, I mean, sis, that lady is harmless. Let's be honest. Jasmine knows that. That lady is harmless. She's not causing Jasmine any type of strife or grief. She's just putting up her commentary because apparently, obviously, she enjoys reacting on Jasmine. I don't know where this selective outrage is coming from with Jasmine, but it was just so corny. We're going to just listen to a little more of it.
Because you're fabricating your videos. This bitch is making AI videos with me on there and all this stuff. And I just was like, bro, like, this woman is I'm about to report your ass. Like, you just doing too fucking much. Like, it's cool to have your commentary, but your level of obsession is weird as fuck, bro. Like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
It's the saying that somebody's obsessed with you. Why can't we just say, y'all know, out of all the moms, Jasmine is the one I like to react on because she's funny to me, right? But as y'all know, I do my circle of reactions, okay? I'll talk about Wineglass and Sky and Jasmine and Olivia and Chrissy when she had something to talk about, you know. So it's her saying somebody's obsessed with her. My thing is, girl, that person that you came on in the middle of the night for the other day, you need to be more worried about if that person is obsessed with you than some woman on the internet that's been talking about you and your channel for years now, okay? Let's be honest. Obsessed? She just may prefer to focus on Jasmine's content more than anybody else because obviously she's watching. You know, when it comes to social media, you can only watch, in my opinion, so much, right? For me, I can only watch so much. Like, I don't watch all of Olivia's videos. I can't. I cannot. I take snippets of it and focus on that part. A lot of times y'all be in the chat telling me a whole lot more going on. It's just I don't care to watch 3 and 4 and 5 hour live streams. Okay, I just don't. And then for Olivia, all the extra stuff that's going on in the background with the kids, and she got to stop and she got to threaten AJ to beat his butt, and Kailani screaming. And baby, I don't know, it just does something to my nerves, and I just can't listen to all that. It's not entertaining to me. I like it when she focuses on one conversation and she engages with the chat in her conversation. When she got to stop and redirect the children, I don't know, maybe I got ADHD. It just throws me off.
Mommy so bad, she want my attention. But my thing is, like, you're doing way too much. Like, I don't even care about anybody that react or talk about me or whatever the case may be. But bitch, you're lying. You're over here making fake ass content with AI. And what's funny is this bitch puts, like, she does an AI video with her in it too. That's the crazy part. She does AI videos with her and it don't even be her. Like, she's literally an older woman. You can see her gray hair. Like, she's older. She's somebody's grandma. Like, get your old ass off of YouTube and actually go do your job. Like, real shit. Get your old ass off of YouTube and go do your job.
So wait. So the Erics need to get their old ass off of YouTube. Well, what does your almost old ass need to do? I'm just asking a question. Remember, what do you think? If she need to go, then where do you need to go?
Go, you over here basically, like, you talking about kids. Like, bitch, I ain't never met a bitch that hate my son so fucking bad. Like, I don't even know you. Actually, that's crazy. Like, I don't even know you. Like, what did Legend ever do to you? What did any of my kids ever do to you? Like, Or I just seen somebody send me some shit. I don't even know what the fuck it was. About she didn't do the kids' hair. Someone fill up in them. I don't give a fuck who did my kids' hair. Their head is done, right? Who gives a fuck, nigga? It's a team over there. I'm sorry that you grew up in a life where it's basically you gotta do shit by yourself. Bitch, fuck you. That's your problem. Keep that shit over there. I don't give a fuck, dog. Like, this a team. We do shit together. If their dad does their hair one time, they get their hair done. If I do it, or if we split it, bitch, who gives a fuck? It's done, right? Like, shut up.
You know, I don't understand why Jasmine seems to think that people hate her kids. She said that before. Have you, not just pertaining to this particular reaction channel, but she said this many times before. She thinks the internet hates her kids. No, sis. I don't. Well, okay, let me say this. I can't speak for the internet because I'm not the internet. But people just give their criticism, constructive or non-constructive, just their criticism on how you. I know in the beginning, people were saying things like how she would post pictures of Legend when Legend was like a baby, right? And she would post pictures of him like his nose running and him licking his snot. And we're not talking about the child. We're talking about the parent of the child. Like, why would you take a picture of your child to go on your social media platform with him licking his snot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or she'll take pictures of the kids and Aiden has his shoes on the wrong feet. You know what I'm saying? Again, you're a content creator. So your content is what is promoted to the world, right? And you would think like people are watching your Instagram and, you know, people that want to do promotions with your companies and things of that nature. And you, a lot of times she would put pictures of her kids and they looked very disheveled. Am I saying I don't like her children? No, I'm just questioning you as the mother. Why would you post pictures of your children looking very disheveled? Now, as far as who did the kids' hair and all that, I don't know anything about that because I'm not really watching all of that going on. You know, I've told you guys many times before, when it comes to the mommy channels, it's just when I started reacting, it was just like out of amazement because I didn't know people did this. And so it's not really, I'm so glued into how they're mothering their children. I'm just trying to figure out, like, why does everything going on? I remember when she told us, did she say Kaylin had her period or something? I don't remember. I think she was telling us that Kaylin had her period. And I'm thinking to myself, what? Like, you can tell your business. That's fine. Sis, if you want to come on and tell us you're on the rag, if you want to go on a live stream with your nightgown on and spread your whole legs and we seen your whole entire bald ussy, I mean, okay, girl, that's your business. You're grown. But us, you coming to the internet telling us about your children and what they got going on, and girl, we don't need to know nothing about Kaylin's menstrual cycles. You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense. So again, we're questioning you and how you portray your family on this internet. Or was it a UTI? I don't remember. I don't know if it was menstrual or UTI. It was one of the two. I can't. Maybe it was UTI, Tasha. I don't. Is that, who said that? Faith above fear. Maybe it was UTI. I don't remember. I remember a lot of things, but that I just don't remember which one it was.
Shut the fuck up, you miserable ass old bitch. Ooh. Like, damn. Bitch got me over here like, this bitch is really pressed for no fucking reason. Like, god damn, bitch, where's your family at? Girl. You look like an old hag. Where's your family at, bitch? I'm real curious. I want to know. I know you got to have kids. I know you got to have a child. I really want to know what your daughter would say about your commentary on a black. You're a racist bitch, too. You're a racist on a black woman. I don't give a fuck. You're a racist ass bitch.
Now, I'm going to just say this. I've talked to the Erics before offline. I've never got racist from her. Now, what she does outside of the internet, I don't know. But conversations I've had with her, also watching her, I don't get racist. Now, let's be honest. Is there some ghetto ass Mexican women with YouTube channels, mommy channel? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe they are. I'm sure if they got ghetto white women and ghetto black women, I'm sure they got ghetto Hispanic and Asian women. I'm pretty sure they do, right? But for whatever reason, the Erics started watching these black women, like we all have, and she's having a conversation about what she's viewing on social media, and her focal point, her content, just so happened to be black women. Like, I've never heard that lady say anything that I deem to be racist. Now, again, I don't watch each and every solitary video that the Erics puts out, but I have watched videos of her in the past, and I've never gave. Jasmine has said this before. She said that this woman's, Jasmine feel like only black women should talk about her. I mean, if you think about it, wouldn't that be racist? Like, girl, who cares who's discussing you? You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. Like, you doing all this for the Erics, who just has a commentary channel, doing commentary on the life that you put out for the internet. But Olivia had you jammed up down at the Clank, okay? She had you locked up for 40 days and 40 nights, and you barely pinched the bitch over there. No, I'm just saying, sis. It's like you got all this heat for the Erics, who's been doing this for years. Olivia threatened you, talked about your children. You want to talk about somebody talking about your children? She talked about your children. She talked about your kids. She did all of that. And again, I'm not trying to bring up old stuff, but I'm just like, girl, what is this all about? I'm just asking.
You're racist. Like, I can't, bro. I can't with these old ass bitches that be thinking they just know, they know everything. And then they just, like, that's why I said, it's different when a bitch does commentary and they're just talking or they're actually putting a react. This bitch makes AI videos about me, bro. This thing cut off. This shit be tripping. Like, this bitch was, hold on, where's the picture at? She's like, she didn't do her kids. Why does that matter? And she's taking pictures of my son. Bro, we went to my grandparents' house. Nobody fucking dressed up like that. Who gives a fuck if my son had on slides? We live in Texas, bitch. And you zoom into a toddler's feet. What the fuck was your point? What the fuck was your point of that? What was you trying to prove? Zooming into my son's feet. Like, damn, my son got you pressed. I don't know what it is that a 4-year-old got you so pressed. Like, do you not, bro, I really feel bad for your kids, your grandkids, because if they ever see the shit.
And you know what? It's funny that you say that. Who just said that? Proud Mama Joss. Isn't this reminding you of that lady who was on TikTok a few weeks ago, and she hit and unalived that man that was walking away from his job? Tea Time, I think the lady's name was. Does this kind of remind you? Because she had the green screen in the back and she was doing, the only difference is she was on an actual live panel where there were other people on the live stream. And Jasmine is literally driving, going live with a green screen in the back, ranting and raving, instead of paying attention to the road. Like,
that you're putting on here. Just because you're making fake AI shit, they're gonna know it's you because you got some real content on here with your actual face. Bitch, they're gonna be like, Grandmama, what was you thinking? Bitch, because, like, what was you thinking? You're really fucking weird, bro. Like,
let me tell you something. The grandchildren of people today, these kids are social media bound. They would just be like, oh, cool, you're doing social media? I watch social media. Grandkids don't care nothing about folks doing social media. Social media, this the same woman said she gonna pass her social media channel down to her children. What are you talking about people's grandkids for? She's so weird.
Oh my God. Weird as fuck. Go to work. This bitch eat, sleep, shit, Jasmine. Like, seriously. Like, it's crazy because I was just like, this bitch said she had.
Did she just tell somebody to go to work? Well, honey, the last time I checked, now again, I'm not, I don't know everything that goes on that reaction channel, but I'm just pretty sure, I can almost bet on it. I don't think that lady has ever came to the internet and asked people to help her pay her security deposit, her second security deposit for her house. That woman got a husband over there that apparently is taking care of the household as much as he can. Girl, not you telling that woman to go to work. Last time I checked, I think that Erica did have a job or does have a job. I don't know what she's doing, but I believe she does. And she, just like anybody else, has time to put up a video or go live. Again, typically most people only work 8 hours of the day. Jasmine, what you doing with that part-time seasonal? Oh, you said it's over because it was seasonal and part-time.
Hasn't been posting any content. So you're mad that I've been living my fucking life off of social media? Because you have nothing to talk about. So she decides to switch it up and use AI and put me in it. You weird ass bitch. And I'm reporting all that shit because it's not original content, bitch. See, dumb bitches like her don't think. You can't go back and redo it. What you gonna do? Delete all your videos? Because then nobody gonna rewatch that shit. You gotta put a watermark on it as far as saying like it's AI, and you don't have that. You weird ass bitch. It was weird, bro. Like, you're weird. Your mama. I just had to say that. That shit was just on my heart heavy. Weird ass bitch. Like, damn. I don't really like coming on here addressing people. And I really don't be having a need to come on here and address anybody. Honestly, like, people post their shit. I don't give a fuck. They post what they say, what they want to say. But a bitch like her, like, you so desperate to where you just start making AI videos or something.
Somebody asking, where is Legend? Good question, sis. Yeah, I don't know. I think she did this video. Was it today? She did this video? Y'all think Chris came and got his son for the Thanksgiving holiday? Y'all think so? Or you think he's at home with is the oldest kids with her? Maybe, let's be honest, it's no secret that Jasmine leaves those kids by themselves. That's no secret. I don't know. I don't know where Legend is. Maybe Bentley's watching them.
Somebody, you're a weird ass bitch. Like, she hasn't been posting any content. I don't know what she has going on. Like, what? Like, but you can say everything up under the sun. Like, you're desperate. You're desperate as fuck.
You on the Jet 2 holiday?
You're so I'm still stuck on the fact that a bitch that don't like me sent my child a card for Christmas just to prove a point that they have my old address. Weird ass bitch. You're really a stalker, a psycho. You're a psychopath. You're really crazy. You're gonna come across the wrong one.
Wait, hold on. No, I didn't know that, Latrice. The kids are going with Philip to Florida for break? Wait, hold on. Now Philip with the 10 children can manage to go to Florida and take his kids with him. Wait, what? Not the man with 10 children. Quincy has a game in Amaya's birthday. That's why he's taking all the kids to Florida. Imagine that. And Jasmine, we've been watching you for going on 7 years, and you managed to take the kids to SeaWorld down the street from where you live at. Where'd you say SeaWorld was at? San Antonio? You was in the Austin area? And baby, we ain't seen you do nothing since. And that was just up the street. Now Philip had managed to get the money together to take his children to Florida because his son has a game and it's Amaya's birthday. So Philip said, oh, y'all won't be celebrating 12/6 this time. Okay? Philip said, you won't get to celebrate 12/6 on my watch. But yet she's sitting in the car complaining about a reaction channel. Well, sis, you need to be getting yourself together so you can take your kids somewhere. Why you don't feel like you need to take them somewhere? But the daddy. So Legend, is Legend gonna be able to go, or he got to stay there with you and Bentley? Girl, a mess. Now I feel about to take the kids to, and this man got 10 kids. And I'ma just assume Philip ain't making a whole bunch of money. Hell, he's a damn felon. Not saying felons can't make any money, but I'm just saying. And she can't go nowhere. She get tax money and everything and still cannot plan to take her kids. You know why? Because Jasmine don't want to spend the money like that. She don't think it's worth it. Once again, this woman has a YouTube channel. Any type of video she creates, if she took those kids, I don't know, anywhere, she posts a video, she'll definitely get, if not all the money, very close to the money that she invested in that trip back, just from the videos that she would put, the videos, the shorts, if she went live in the hotel, she can make all that money back. Did you say the twins still want their water table from 5 years ago? Chad, the only person got a water table was Legend.
Like I said, bitch, stuff that you put on the internet, that shit gonna be on there forever. You need to be careful, tread real softly. Because you don't ever know. Somebody can see it. Somebody that might know you, actually know you, that live, it might be your neighbor. But you never know. Because they're like, you're bullying this young lady and her family. You never know. I swear to God, people think that they can just move a certain way and just be touchable. You never fucking know who you might trigger around you. You can trigger your neighbor. Hell, you can trigger your own mama. You never know.
Wait, hold on. So Jasmine, hold on, girl. Are you saying that if the Eric's neighbor sees her video about her discussing your life that you post on the internet, that it could trigger them to dislike the Erics? Is that what you said? Well, then if that's the case, then how does your community feel about you? Girl, can we go back to my shabby life? Girl, how does your community, your neighbors, your family, friends, girl, how are they triggered by you? Girl, a mess. When Chris was over there putting all them holes in that refrigerator and walls, was your family triggered?
Like, tread softly with shit that you do. Weird ass Mexican bitch. I'm gonna keep saying that. Look, I don't give a fuck. There is a part in our video uploads when it lets you have it come. It's not about the fucking whatever. It's with YouTube, and it has like you have to check if you're not even gonna say that. Never mind. I ain't even gonna say that because I ain't gonna put the bitch on game so she can just do weird shit. Like, cause I know because I read all my shit before I upload. Weird ass, like weird, bro. Like, and I don't really go and look at shit, but I was like, let me look at this bitch video.
No, yes, the Eric's, her mom passed away a few years ago. I don't know if Jasmine is aware of that or not, y'all. I don't know. I mean, y'all got to understand Jasmine is weird, y'all. She's a weird specimen. And Jasmine, I said it. I said it. I said it. Doesn't mean I dislike you. I'm not even racist because you're lighter than me. I'm darker than you, and I don't dislike you because you're lighter than me, Jasmine. So don't say I'm racist because I'm a darker skinned Black woman discussing a lighter skinned than myself Black woman. Okay, do not say I'm racist, Jasmine.
Like, I was like, this bitch is really mentally fucking unstably weird to me. Like, you're really weird. You're fuck weird bitches, you know, that be fucked off in the head. Not everybody, you know, there's creators that's out here. I'm gonna say reactors. There's like reactors out here. They post their shit. They get off. That's different. But whenever you start moving in the head weird and posting weird, like you're in a different category. Like you're not in the same category no more. For you to throw in the fucking towel. Like, you're in the wrong sector. Like, just, if you're gonna get out our sector, and if you know what I mean, our sector, our Black sector, get out. Get out.
Jasmine told the lady, wait, hold on, girl. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Did you tell her to get out the Black sector? said you wanted to go to the white sector, Jasmine. Remember you said the white sector has a better audience. Did they run you away? Is that why you never went over there and stayed? Because the white folks told you get your black ass on the way from around here? Is that what happened, ma'am? Not you told her you in the wrong sector. Get out of our sector. You know what I mean. You know, our black sector. Well, Jasmine, you don't think that's a little racist?
I'm sorry, you're not welcome here.
So hold on, wait, pause. So out of them 60,000 followers do you have, Jasmine? I really want to ask you a question. You don't even got to answer. Just do a head nod. Do you think all 60,000 people, that even the bots included, do you think all of those people in bots are black? I'll wait. Do you really think each and every person that watches you is a black woman, regardless of the shade of black? Light skin, dark skin, brown skin, red bone, yellow. Do you not think that you may have a white woman watching you, a Hispanic woman watching you? Do you not think you have an Asian woman watching? Jasmine, do you not look at your analytics and see that other countries, people that live in other countries, watch you? So are you telling your subscribers who are not Hispanic who are not black, are you telling them to get out of this sector too? Meaning they will no longer watch you? Like, girl, let's be honest, Jasmine, your views are very, very low. At this point, you need every nationality watching you. At this point, you need to start posting in Pakistan at this point. I'm just saying, girl. You don't need to be scaring off no damn body.
I'm sorry. Went back and forth about talking about, like, I want to say something to you, but I was just like, is it worth it? But I'm just like, this bitch is so weird. I feel like I had to speak on it. She wanted my attention. Weird ass bitch. Like, like the way you talk about kids it's sickening. And he ain't even reached the double digits yet. He only been alive for 4 years, and you just be talking about him like he stole your.
Jasmine, I disagree, and I'm not just saying this because I like the Erics. I'm saying this because that woman is not talking about Legend. It's not like she over there giving him funny names and talking about his head shape and the way he pronounced words, and she's not doing that, Jasmine. She's not doing that. Stop it. Yeah, this selective outrage is not. You're selecting the wrong outrage.
Man or something, like, or he done robbed your house and stole all your belongings. Like, what the fuck did my child do to you? What did my child do to you? And I hate bitches that be like, oh, it's because he's your favorite. Bitch, he's with it. I don't have a favorite. I don't, and my kids know that. I ain't got a favorite. If it was, I had a favorite, probably Aiden. On a good day.
Girl, hush. Aiden is definitely not your favorite. Even on a good day. Aiden is not your favorite. Legend is definitely the one you're more partial to. And maybe that's because he's your baby. I don't know, girl. Okay? We don't know. Not Aiden would be your favorite. Girl, hush. Aiden doesn't even get haircuts regularly. Okay? And that's not me talking about your son, sis. That's me being observant. Okay? To talk about him would be to like lie on him, right? And I'm not lying, okay? Aiden never got an earring, okay? He didn't get the hats to match his outfit like old Legend over there does. And again, no disrespect to your little baby boy Legend over there. We actually enjoy all your children in our own individual ways, okay? They all give whatever they give to your channel, ma'am. But Aiden being your favorite, no. He's definitely not your favorite. If even if Legend isn't, Aiden definitely is not. We're very observant of that, Jasmine. We peeped that a long time ago. Hell, if you want to know the truth, Aiden is probably the YouTube's favorite, okay? Because people are more partial to Aiden because we know Aiden struggles with his what did you say? He had ADHD or autism, on something mildly autistic. Something you said about the boy. We're more partial to, the internet has really helped those children. I mean, hell, we're the reason that the twins got speech therapy, So yeah, girl, no, don't do that, Jasmine. Do not do that. Aiden is definitely not your favorite, ma'am.
But in reality, I ain't got no favorite. He just with me most of the time. Aiden is the most chillest one. I gotta tell my kids all the time. Like, they all know where their flaws are. Legend's a fucking crybaby. He ain't my favorite. I don't really have a favorite. I say Aiden because Aiden get on my nerves. All of them get on my nerves. But I love them all regardless. Like, that's all that matters. I love my kids. But because y'all see Legend, what did this bitch say? She said, I think that she gave Philip her kids and we're gonna report it to the food stamp office. And bitch, I would never give my kids up, bitch. Rolling around in my grave, I'm still having sole custody. I would never give my kids up. I choose to let him see it. That's in our child.
Hold on. I just don't understand, Jasmine. What, sis, if you made the conscious decision to have your baby daddy co-parent with you, I think the people are so perplexed on this because if Philip needs to share in the responsibility of his 4 children, the people are curious of why Chris doesn't have to share the responsibility. Like, how come little Legend doesn't go to Chris's house for 2 weeks out of the month? Like, if you've negotiated, forced, whatever the conversation was with Philip about his 4 with you, what about the one that you have with Chris? I think that's what people are curious about, sis. Nobody cares that those kids are over there. Let's be honest. It sounds like they have a better situation being over there because they're exposed to more things. Sitting there with you, they would be like Legend, either door dashing or stuck in the house, like Bentley. Okay? At least over there, those kids are in activities. They're taking trips. They go places. They do things. Yeah. So they actually got it pretty good. Let's be honest, y'all. They got it better than Legend. The Legend don't get to go no. At least they get to play with their cousins and stuff like that. Legend don't get to play with nobody. He can't even play with Bentley because Bentley be in the cage. Legend literally has you and his dinosaurs. That's it.
I'll support agreement, bitch. That's an agreement. He gets to see the kids 50% of the time. And holidays, it's our choice on what we want to fucking do. If they go on to Dallas to some family member out there, then why the fuck would I say, no, you want me to be a bitter bitch? That's what it is.
Let me tell you, no, we don't want you to be a bitter bitch, but you should be. I mean, girl, think about it. Philip has done far more with Hannah being his woman, and he has no kids with her. Like, Jasmine, let's talk real talk, sis. You should feel some type of way. You not only had one, you had 4 kids with this man, excuse me. How many times did he take you to go see the family in Dallas? I don't know if it's his family or Hannah's family. How many times did you had 4 kids with this man, and not including the 4 that you birthed with him, but the ones you didn't birth with him that he birthed while he was with you? You was watching after them too. Honey, he got Hannah everywhere. He took you nowhere. The only place that man took you was to the pawn shop so you could pawn your laptop to get him out of jail. That's it. That's it. That's all he did. And let's be honest, Jasmine. Y'all relationship has been over with, but I don't know, sis. I would kind of reflect a little bit like, damn, you got this heifer all over the globe, and she ain't got a child or a chicken with you. I'm the mother of 4 of your children. Matter of fact, out of all of Philip's baby mothers, you have the most children with him, Jasmine. And he did far less with you than women that he either has 1 child with or 0. Hell, when he was locked up, he was sending Asia Mother Day's cards. Although it was a picture of a penis, but at least he had the thought to send her one. He sent you a letter talking about he was going to quit you because you too damn big. If I was you, I wouldn't even be mentioning Philip. I wouldn't be big upping him because everything Philip is doing for you or for the children is because he's supposed to do that, Jeff. Philip is not doing you a favor by keeping those kids. They're his children. You just bet the reason why Philip is more flexible is because he loves being a father. Chris don't like being a daddy. Jasmine, I'm not saying this to be mean, man. He damn sure don't like being a daddy to your son that he told you he did not want. So don't get mad at the Erics because sound like she struck a chord with you. You need to get more mad at Philip because he hobnobbing this heifer excuse me, Hannah, I don't mean to call you a heifer, man, but he hobnobbing her all around the globe. And girl, he ain't took you no damn well.
Gonna be like, no, y'all aren't giving my kids that. Why would I take that away from you? Why would I take that away from my kids? The thing was out of their life for 5 years. 5 years. They lost 5 years with that nigga. Why would I take away anything else? I'm not even that type of person, though. Even if he didn't lose 5 years, I don't take shit away from my kids. I don't take shit away from my kids. Family, look, when it comes to holidays, they go.
But why don't you feel the same way about Legend with Chris? Chris has missed out on some valuable time too. Now, again, you don't like mentioning Chris because you know Chris told you don't you breathe his name on the internet. Even if you get a chance to look him in the face, I don't know, once a month or every 2 weeks, Jasmine wouldn't dare destroy that opportunity. But it just appears, Jasmine, the whole entire summer, this summer, last summer, you had Legend 100% of the time. Other than when you got locked up and he didn't even have him, somebody else did. If you feel like your kids deserve to be with Philip because he was gone for 5 years, well, let's be honest, you and Chris been broke up for over 2 years now? And Legend doesn't spend any time with him that we can see. Because trust me, if Legend was with Chris, you would tell us that. You would love to tell us that. Because telling us that is just that. We don't see it, we just hear about it.
Don't do what they want to do. When it comes to money, I like how could Philip have sole custody of my kids and I still get child support? Make that make sense, bitch.
Yeah, let's be honest, sis, you don't get much. You act like you over there getting $1,000 per child. If you was clocking so much child support for those 4 kids that you got with Philip, you couldn't use that child support for the security deposit, the money you needed back in September? Make that make sense, bitch. Not and calling you a bitch, Jasmine. I'm just saying. I'm just repeating what you're saying. I'm doing an AJ over here.
They pay it directly to me or they go directly through the app. So make that make sense. We just got an understanding and a fucking agreement, bitch. That's it. We have an agreement. Agreement that works for everybody. That's all. No, my kids, they still stay with me. You want to fuck, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you think you contact them. Shit, my kids still stay. They know they got the child support paperwork. They know how much I get monthly. You're weird. You think you know stuff. Word on the street is that Jasmine gave her kids. That's how she talked to. Bitch, shut up. You sound slow, dumb hoe. Never address the haters. After this, don't address no more. You better than that. I just felt like, this bitch has been, y'all, it's been since I was in my house in Georgetown, bro. Like, this is the 3rd house since I've been. Well, the 2nd, that was the 1st. I guess you said 3rd. It's been since then. Like, this bitch just be going. But when I don't know if she just got hipped onto AI, and I'm just like, this bitch is really weird. Like, but you're not gonna get on here and start lying and talk about the police. And she's the bitch that came on here and said that the police was at my house. I'm giving this bitch her clout right now. She said the police was at my police did not come to my fucking house. Police, I put that on my kids. I put that on my heart, my soul, everything that up under the sun, bro. Everything. The police, if you watch my video, no, the police did not come to my house. For what? What would have been the reason for them to come to my house? Because I'm on live stream? Like, bitch is weird. You're gonna have people like that because they're jealous of you, bro. That there's no excuse. Like, I hate to, like, I get what you're saying, but there's just no excuse. Like, you're human just like me, bro. We both bleed. There's no hell no. I can't, like, oh, we all have some kind of like jealousy of somebody, right? Bitch, I'm just a regular person. Okay, let's use somebody for example. Okay, these Peaches. I'm like, damn, this bitch is really making some fucking money. It's like, do I hate and try to like sabotage her life because she's making some good money? No. Shit, I sit back and watch and I learn and figure out what I can do to get to that level.
Well, Jasmine, if you sitting back watching Peach trying to figure out what you can do to get to that level, are you slow? Can you not comprehend? I mean, sis, it don't take long to figure it out. You just got to know how to hustle, and you don't know how to do that. So you can watch Peach now until the end of time. You don't know how to hustle, sis. You hustles people, but you don't know how to hustle social media. Because you got to take a break. The internet getting on your nerves, and you had to digress and girl, hush. And jealous, ma'am. Who, Jasmine, sis? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but who is jealous of you? Let's be honest, sis. Who is jealous of you? What are they jealous of? You act like you over there pushing a 2026. You act like you over there living in a 5-bedroom mansion, really actually living in one. You act like, girl, you, again, no disrespect, ma'am, you don't even have 100,000 followers. What are people jealous of? Because she focuses her content on you? I mean, obviously, Jasmine, she enjoys doing commentary on her audience enjoys, I'm just going to assume, her commentary on you. What does that have to do with jealousy?
You know what I'm saying? So, bitch, if you really want to be a creator, maybe, because I've seen that she kind of incorporates her own kind of weird content, I don't fucking know, into her shit too, along with her reaction. If you want to be a creator, sit back and learn. Bitch, we don't hate on the next bitch. We keep pushing. We keep pushing until we can get to where that bitch is. Like, you just a weird, like, you put a bad taste in my mouth. Like, no, you put a really bad taste in my mouth, because I'm just like, this ain't no fucking way. That's just how I feel. Like, you just put a taste in my mouth.
Jasmine, why are you deflecting? The people asked you the other day, what the hell was you talking about on the internet about some man, or let me say this, a person. We don't know if it was a man, woman, or chimpanzee. We don't know. We want to know what you were deflecting. Why are you deflecting? The people want to know what the hell you were talking about, ma'am. Yeah. We don't care nothing about this here. We heard about this before. We know how you feel about that reaction channel. We don't care. Girl, go back to the TV. You said you put a tracker on the man car. What was you tracking? That's what we want to talk about. Now stick to the script, man. Stop veering off the script.
That make me be like, y'all ever ate something that was just nasty as fuck? Like, that's what it gives. Like, and like I say, y'all, I probably won't address this whole no more. This weird bitch, but she needs to get out of our sector.
She needs to get out of our sector. Well, where is she going? And who gonna make her leave? Jasmine, where is she going? And who gonna make her leave?
This one ain't for her. People are... Wait. You're right. I don't even think she's like evil. I think that she's just fucked up in the head. Like, I hate to, God forgive me, like, because I hate to say it that way, but I think she really fucked up in the head. I swear to God, I think they gave a platform, meaning YouTube, to a motherfucker that's fucked up in the head. Like, she She need to be somewhere. She actually need to be in a hospital or something. Like, she's weird.
Jasmine, ma'am, just because you don't find her content interesting doesn't necessarily make her weird. I mean, sis, we think you're weird. Do you need to be somewhere?
I really don't think she evil. I think she just messed up in the head and she just need help. I think she need help. Like, that's just that. Like, I don't know who her idol is on this YouTube platform. One of the ladies out here. And it has to be one of the ones in our sector. Like, let's be real. Let's break it down. It has to be one of the reactors in our sector that inspired her to come out, right? And start making content, initially reacting on people. It had to have been someone in our sector because it wasn't in another sector. It was in our sector. And my thing is, there's millions of people on YouTube. Why not react in your demographic? Like, why did you want to come into ours? Oh, because you just don't like black people or something? Like, what is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? But somebody in our sector, we should go ask her.
Not we should go after. Ask her. Jasmine, Jasmine, who inspires you? Who do you idolize? Chrissy? Y'all, somebody said that Chrissy came out to address the rumors about her, and now Jasmine wanted a moment too. So Chrissy came to talk about her allegedly dating a trans woman or trans man or whatever y'all said she was doing. She did. Let me go check it out because I haven't been over there.
Which reactor inspired her to become a creator in the black sector? I am so serious. We should go spam that whole page because we all know who we talking about. We only got one bitch in here that's literally not, you know? So I'm curious. I don't know if y'all curious, but I'm curious. Which reactor? Go to her page and ask her which reactor in our sector inspired her. Because maybe she need to go back to the drawing board and take some more notes. And maybe they can reach out to her and be like, you know what? I don't think this sector's for you, sister. You know? Let me stop my Mexican accent.
She said, okay, so Proud Mama Josh said that Chrissy didn't confirm it. She just said it's not our business. Well, I mean, let's be honest, y'all. Whoever is crawling in between their legs and in their butt, yeah, that is not our business. However, y'all are the ones that have thought it was a good idea to bring your significant others to the internet. Didn't nobody ask y'all that? So, of course, if you show an elbow, a side profile, a finger, a nail, a pinky toe, the people want to know. Okay? That's it. That's all.
I ain't racist, but that bitch had me just... She just had me feeling some type of way because I'm just like, get out, go on somewhere. I be ready to just drag a bitch because I'm just like, bro, shit. Like, you talking about my kids, bro. Like, you got signed up. A cricket came in my house. I don't know how I got in. That was so weird. Hold on.
All right. I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of over it. That, like, girl, okay. Like, all right, girl. Like, that's enough. That's enough, Jasmine. You over there not talking about too much of anything. You coming after the Erics and like sis, you did that before. I mean, at this point, it's redundant. You know, you did that one already. All right, y'all. Let's get into Olivia real quick. How many we got in the chat? We got 575 in the chat. Make sure you guys hype this video, the live stream up. Make sure you guys thumbs up the live stream if you enjoy this reaction video. If you enjoy these conversations of these ladies that we are watching on the internet, make sure y'all hype the video up. Make sure you guys like the video. Tomorrow is December the 1st. We are 24 days away from Christmas. Let me know in the chat what you guys are planning to do for Christmas. Are you staying home? Are you traveling? What do you guys got in mind or in plan for the Christmas holidays, and also New Year's Eve following the very next week? What do you guys have in plans? Are you guys staying home? Are you traveling? Let me know. I'm just curious to know. All right, let me get Olivia on the screen. All right, here we go.
I'm starving. I'm so starving. What, baby?
What do I got? I got brown.
Wait a minute. I don't know if this is the right video. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, no, it isn't. My bad. That was the wrong one. Okay, I'm sorry. That was another video. This is the right one.
Kalani, I see you're doing better today. No? Oh, my little baby. Ew. Pick up the damn thing and throw it away, AJ. It was yours. What the hell are you talking about? Who did that? That was yours. Pick it up and throw it away. I don't want pop balloons all over the house, AJ. If mommy makes you eggs, are you gonna eat them? Hello? Hello? Do you want me to make you eggs, yes or no? Yes or no? No? Yes? Pick it up and throw it in the trash, AJ.
No. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do. One more time.
One more time.
What are you singing? That a song you made up? Hey, 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 my baby.
Oh no. I don't know what it means. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I want to know you know. I want to know what it means. I want to know what it know. I want to know what it means. I want to win.
A behavior of
I'll
some sort.
go get your own dollar, okay?
What's wrong with him?
I don't go.
What's wrong with AJ?
Winner.
AJ is a perfect 3-year-old. He's annoying. Don't get me wrong. But what fucking 3-year-old is not annoying? I think let me just say this. If AJ was in the corner being quiet and not making a sound and he couldn't talk or whatever, anything could be wrong, right? Then I would be mad. I would be upset. You know what I mean? He's perfectly fine. He's literally a perfect 3-year-old. I think kids are annoying in general. And my kids are not. I feel like we can all deal with our own kids, right? Because there are kids. That's why it's like the people who like take care of kids and have daycares and schools and shit. My heart goes out to them because I can never. I can fucking never. Because kids are fucking annoying. I could deal with my own because they're my own, but kids are fucking annoying. But anyway, he's perfectly fine. He's just annoying. That's the only thing wrong. Not even wrong with him. Just it's his age, you know what I mean? But all my kids are annoying, so it's not just him. Even Kaimani has her moments. Even the perfect little Kaimani. AJ, you better chill. I know that much. You better chill before I come over there and smack you upside your head.
Be quiet.
No, I'm not gonna be quiet. You're gonna be crying in a minute if you don't hush. See? Oh, that's all you gotta do.
So right there, is the problem. She told AJ to be quiet, to stop, and he told her to be quiet. And her response was, I'm going to go over there and smack you beside your head, which obviously she didn't do it, and he knows she's not going to do it. AJ is bad. because it's coming from a lack of discipline. I mean, even when Stella was around, she wasn't chastising him like that. It's the whole soft parenting thing for me. You know, are there 3 and 4-year-olds running around telling their parents to be quiet when the parent is telling them? Of course there is, y'all. AJ's not the only 3-year-old doing that. But I guarantee you, more than likely, the parent who has the child that's telling them to be quiet is because that parent doesn't have a good authoritative figure over that child or children. And this is Olivia.
What you gotta do? I remember when I was younger, I used to see mamas cuss out their kids, right?
Hey,
Oh
Truck.
my God, she cussed him out like he was a man in the street. Girl, not because of my kids out. I don't even, you had to cuss their ass out. Shit. I don't care. Soft love, tough love, hard love. I don't care what you want to call it. My point's gonna get across. You got little ass. You hella cute. Thank you. Liv, you don't have to explain shit, boo. Oh, I know, baby. I know. I'm just saying. By the time he, hold on. By the time his behavior is that of a 3-year-old, I would tell y'all some tea, but people on here don't know how to act with my tea, so I can't tell y'all everything anymore. But don't worry, AJ's okay. By the time he was diagnosed, he had ADHD. My point is, my son was very annoying. My son got yelled at all day, where none of the rest of the kids did. But you can't handle it. I know, baby, but that's when you have to be. I feel like we have to, even though we get the most annoyed, or like we know our kids like the back of our hands, right? We have to advocate for them. So it's like, I don't believe in ADHD, ADD. I don't believe in none of that bullshit. We all have that stupid shit, okay? So ain't nobody gonna ever tell me because AJ's hyper and he can't focus sometimes that he has ADHD. I would never fucking allow it, personally. And I'm not coming for nobody. I'm not saying nothing. This is just me as a parent. Boys have testosterone running through their body. Boys are they should be outside most of the time. Like his ass should be outside, wandering, climbing, jumping rocks. And he can't because it's our world today. He can't do that. I can't be outside with him in the cold, jumping rocks and shit. I have to do shit around the house and I gotta go. I have shit to do. But ain't nobody gonna ever fucking tell me my son has ADHD. He has what? Yeah, no, you're a stupid ass, lazy ass bitch. That's why you can't handle my son. And I'm gonna take him out that school and I'm gonna put him in the next school. You got me fucked up. Ain't nobody gonna tell me shit about my business. So yeah, I don't believe in all.
So didn't somebody tell her she was dyslexic and she decided to quit school because she believed she was? Y'all remember that? What happened when you told us the doctor told you that the boy had when he was in your belly, you were still pregnant with him, that apparently he was going to have Down syndrome? Did you cuss that doctor out when he told you that? Because we didn't hear no more about that. Apparently he doesn't, obviously.
That diagnosing shit, yeah. I mean, but do you know what I mean?
Children do need structure. And her telling him telling her to be quiet and her not doing anything about him saying that is very non-structured. But what do we expect when you're being basically raised on a live stream? Nobody can tell you that your son has ADHD. Let's be honest. Nobody should really be seeing that much of AJ to even, and I know she's talking about the school, but I'm talking about the audience. Nobody really should be seeing this much of this little boy to even determine that. It's the fact that you hyper expose your children to the internet when she's told us countless times that she's not going to be showing her children on the internet. Like you said, AJ needs to be outside, jumping, running, exerting some of that energy. But unfortunately, he can't. He's like Bentley the dog. He's boxed into a cage, so to speak, where he can't get outside because his mama don't. When she go outside, she going somewhere and coming back. She's not going to necessarily let him go outside and run a little bit. Even it being chilly outside, he can simply put on a coat, put on a hat, put on some little mittens, and let him run. Let that boy exert some energy. Him running back and forth around the house, let's be honest, she doesn't live in a 5-bedroom mansion like Jasmine. She in a 3-bedroom apartment. He don't got much space to go. And even living in this apartment, literally every space of the apartment has something in it. So how much room does he really have? AJ probably doesn't even act like this at school, because if you notice, she's never said that I have heard of saying that the teachers are saying AJ is a problem at school. And if AJ was being a problem at school, we would see more of him being at home because he couldn't go because of something he's done at school. So apparently when he goes to school, he respects, I'm just going to assume this, he's respecting the adults there because they started in the beginning setting boundaries for him. No, AJ, you can't do that. No, we don't do that. So they have already set boundaries. Olivia's not set boundaries, and now she's trying to set boundaries, and AJ's like, girl, boo, you been letting me do what the hell I want to do. What's the switch up for now?
If you want your kids to focus more, figure out what's going on with them. Talk to them. Understand them. Maybe, that's another thing. Every kid is not meant to be in school. Some kids, maybe you should homeschool them. It's like everything is not a one fits all for every single human being on this planet. So if you see your kid having problems in school, he can't stay still, he wants to be outside, well then maybe that's not how he learns.
But here's the thing, Olivia, everybody doesn't have the option to homeschool their children. Even if they do have a child with those type of behaviors, it's not conducive for the parent or parents to pull their child out of school because the teacher can't handle them. And then they're going to hope. Some people don't have the option because, again, you live in this social media world, and there's a lot of people who don't live in that world. They live in the real world, and they have obligations. So a lot of parents don't have that option. So then what do you propose that they do? Because the child needs to be in school. Let me tell you something. A child needs to be in a learning environment, either that be in a school structure or in a home structure. Either way, a child needs to be in a learning environment where they're learning and thriving. Let's be honest. What was he learning at her house before he went to school, other than how to say clock that T?
That's not the way he can learn the best. You know what I mean?
I guess, Mama Josh, I guess your job become a YouTuber. Yeah.
Okay, back up. So I can make some eggs. Everybody back up.
My thing is, she knows so much, but girl, if you know so much, why did Gerard get custody of your kids? It's her trying to be the psychologist and don't have custody of her children. Like, if you see what I'm saying? Like, if you know that, then why didn't you do what you needed to do so Gerard didn't have to come snatch custody of them kids? I'm just saying.
Respectfully, my son, I know, baby, that's my point. You couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it. Do you hear yourself? I'm not trying to like make you feel bad, but you couldn't handle it, so you had him checked. Of course, the doctors are gonna say this, that, and the third. They make money off putting your son on drugs. Just to let you know, they make money every kid they diagnose. That's a lifetime. That's a lifetime check right there for them.
But that's why if you go to if you feel like your child needs to be checked, that's why you get more than one opinion. Like you don't typically, let me say this, you shouldn't typically go with the first opinion, right? Like I would take the best out of 3. If you are very concerned about your child, then if you have the means to do so, take your child to 3 different medical professionals to observe and evaluate, and then you make the informed decision. Or if you have a physician that, you know, like say, for instance, you have a pediatrician that's been in your family for years because you have other children that has always been to this pediatrician and you trust what this doctor says, then if you go to take your child to that doctor and the doctor evaluates and then suggests, because again, when the doctor says something, it's a suggestion because you don't have to do what the doctor states. It's a suggestion. But if you don't go to the medical professionals, let's be honest, we know and love our children, but we're not medical professionals. Most of us not. Obviously, there are doctors who have children, right? So that's what the doctors are there for. So we can go to, but again, this is a woman who don't regularly take her kids to the doctor anyway, for any other reason, not just ADHD, but for any other reason. So, I mean, I agree with what she's saying to a certain extent, but I do feel like if there is a concern that's being raised by a person who's observing this child for 8 to 9 hours of the day, I don't think it should be ignored. I think you should take the child in and speak on what the teacher has observed, and have the doctor do a more thorough evaluation. And if you're still not in agreement, then I would suggest that you take them to another physician. That's just my personal opinion. But just to say every doctor gonna tell every child that they got ADHD because they make money off of it. Since there are a lot of doctors who value their license and not just going to destroy their license because they want to get a couple $1,000s from your insurance plan. There are a lot of doctors who actually value the time, the 8 years that they took to go to school to be a medical professional. So I agree, but I disagree. Speaking of medical professionals, have you guys heard about how they have, the Department of Education has taken down the credentials of professional license, such as nursing and teaching, and making those, like, was it general ed degrees instead of professional license? Have you guys heard about that? And apparently it's to eliminate the abuse of student loans, of using student loans. You heard of that, Sunrose? It was kind of odd to me because I'm like, well, if a nurse is a licensed professional, then what the hell is she? A registered nurse is not a licensed, then why she got to take a test to be a nurse? So with them doing it, are they going to take away the NCLEX? Is the NCLEX no longer a thing anymore? For nurses to become registered, for people to become registered nurse, they have to pass the NCLEX? How do you do that? Is that not a thing anymore? So if you're going to make nurses their degree not a professional degree, then is there a need for CNAs? So if there's no need for, so are you saying basically what the CNAs are doing, the nurses can do it too? Which technically they can, but okay, that's another discussion. I just found that weird. I'm like, what? I need to look into that.
So, ain't no fucking way. I can't handle it most of the time. I freak out. But oh well. That's why I be thinking too. Like, people are like, oh, you're so mean. You beat his ass, or you do this, you did. Oh well. If I'm gonna deal with it, he gonna deal with it. Because what's the alternative? Taking him to go get checked and go put him on a fucking psych drug? No. The fuck? I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I'm finna do that to my baby. But to each his own. Do what you gotta do, I guess. I'm not into that. I'm gonna tough it up. I'm gonna tough it out with his ass until he outgrows it. That's just what it's gonna be. I'm not about to fucking stifle his growth. I'm not gonna change the fucking the inside of his brain and put him on drugs and fuck him up even more, make him dependent on the drug. And girl, no, you gotta really think about what you're doing. Get out of here, girl.
You're right. Who said that? Mona Lisa. Times have definitely changed. I remember a time where you couldn't even get into nursing school because they had a waiting list. And that wasn't that long ago. You couldn't even get into nursing school because there was a waiting list for it. And now they're saying nurses are not considered professionals.
Out.
Yeah,
And for the person in here who told Liv that she didn't need to explain, I was only offering advice. Yeah, it's okay. She can offer advice. But I'm going to give my advice too. And I just don't, nobody needs to be offended. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, we can talk. We're all parents. And we all do our own thing. Like, we all do shit differently. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. AJ, if you break that, I'm going to pop you. So put it back and leave it alone.
But if y'all think about it, what should AJ be doing right now? At the time that she was doing this live stream, what should AJ be doing? Think about it. He's 3 years old, and she's doing a live stream. Okay, so technically, okay, I know some of you guys are like, she ain't working. Technically, for her, she's working, right? So while you're working, what should you be doing again? What should she be doing? I'm reading what you said, Miss States. We'll talk about it. Well, he can't necessarily be outside if she's on the live stream because who's going to watch him? So do you think he should maybe be sitting down watching television? Do y'all think maybe she should, get him prepared, him and Kaylani prepared for whatever she wants them to do to occupy them while she's doing a live stream? Does AJ take naps? Because he's 3. He's still at the age where he should take naps. I don't know what time of day this was. Yeah, I mean, coloring books, I don't even know. Do kids still color? Like, again, like somebody said in the chat, baby, these are different times. These kids, they use tablets. He definitely should have some things to occupy him. Like, this is when Olivia sits down and engages him in activities that he can do on his own. No, I haven't seen Queen of Kings. I haven't seen them in a while. Yeah, kids can color on the tablet. I don't know. I just really feel like, right, coloring apps, but not with the physical crayon, though, Deep. That's what I'm talking about, with a physical crayon. I don't know. I just really feel like instead of him running around the house, she should have him sitting down doing something. And again, that's why you don't need to be on live streams for 3 and 4 and 5 hours at a time. Because obviously your kids need to be occupied while you're quote unquote working. And then don't make it to where they have to do that whatever they're doing for 4 hours. Because again, they're kids. Kids have very short attention spans. So that's why it's not a good idea for her to do live streams for 4 and 5 hours. Because then we start seeing behaviors of AJ that, in my opinion, we just shouldn't be privileged to. That's just my opinion.
Mommy, that you knocking? Stop.
No, I agree with you.
Okay,
I'm just
Kyla, you want
kids don't color with crayons anymore.
You want sausage? I need to buy some sausages.
I want waffles
Okay, I already know. Liv, my son just turned 2 and he says no more than 2 words in a sentence, but says other words. He talks, but not as much as the doctor wants me to get him checked. I mean, I think, I don't know. If the baby doesn't talk, what do they think that is? They think that's autism? Is that what they think that is?
All right,
That's not-
let's talk about it, y'all. Apparently, Olivia, after she did this live, she did another live saying she's taking a pregnancy test. So you guys are saying that apparently she says the pregnancy test is positive, that she's pregnant again. How many of you guys in the chat believe that Olivia would intentionally get pregnant? Now, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she would use condoms, okay? I'm not saying that. But why do y'all feel that Olivia would intentionally, and again, intentionally means not when she has no help with the 2 youngest children that she has right now? And wasn't she apparently just pregnant in August? I'm just asking a question. You guys can jump in at any time. You said for attention, Mona Lisa. Me personally, considering her current situation, her sitting here talking about AJ's behavior and how he's a handle and she's afraid of him at times because of his behavior. She gets exhausted with him. Not saying that she needs to refrain from having sex because that's her ussy, that's her body, that's her business. But wouldn't you be more responsible with having sex with multiple people, whoever these people are, and to make sure that you don't get pregnant?
Like a learning disability. I'm talking about learning disabilities. I think autism is real. But 2 years old, I think that's still young, baby. And I think you need to move away from the stove. Go over there. I don't want you getting hurt. I think that 2 years old is still very young. So you have time, baby. I mean, just give him time. Boys are slow. Boys are slower than girls. Like, they develop slower. So I think just give him time. I don't think you can get him checked though.
So y'all saying the alleged father and Olivia were on live stream arguing with each other. So you're saying, who's saying this? Miss Stacy is saying that the alleged father is denying that he's the father. Wasn't Gerard just feeling on her booty on the side of the car? What was that about last month? Baby, that ussy get way too much action.
For autism. I mean, like I said, autism is a real thing. I'm not going to say that's not real. There's definitely a spectrum. I just don't believe in the learning disability shit.
You think she's like the actual about ones, being pregnant?
Like what's it called? The shit I have, dyslexia. I have dyslexia. But I'm not going to be put on a drug for dyslexia. And dyslexia is actual like you see shit differently. Like it computes differently in your head. That's different from not being able to pay attention.
What? Dyslexia is different from not being able to pay it. So you're saying dyslexia. Oh, I can't say it. Is different from ADHD. Well, yes, it is. But if I have trouble focusing on the words, wouldn't that also cause an issue with me being able to concentrate? Like dyslexia is a learning disability. She don't even know what she claims she's diagnosed herself with. She doesn't even know how to categorize it.
But anyway, you have time though. I think you have time Don't worry, Annalise. That's still really young. Your baby's still a baby. He's still a boo-boo. Like, you see Kailani, she's very developed, but she's a girl. AJ was very developed, but AJ, girl. But you know what I attribute my kids, like, their development to? You guys know I don't vaccinate my kids. So I think, because even my boys, they were very advanced. You know what's funny, though? Christian had a problem with his S's, and AJ has a problem with his S's. So maybe that's a boy thing. Like some type of speech impediment there. But, yeah.
Thank you, Miss Coco.
I went through the speech thingy with my son. Now he doesn't shut up. Girl, I'm telling you. Yeah, sometimes they just take a little while to develop, you guys. Just give them time. Every child is different. Okay? That's why it's like the whole,
That is so true. Every child is different. However, I definitely wouldn't listen to what she says about the constructive thing you should do with your individual child's issues. I'm sorry, I wouldn't take hay from her, let alone advice. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Anytime you can't control your own child, baby, you can't tell me shit about mine. Bye, Olivia. Oh, Lord. Miss Coco said, if not for Gerard, her older children would have flunked out of elementary school. She has zero respect for education and has a clear mental blocks around standardized educational systems. I mean, anytime you quit school in the 8th grade. No, really. Anytime you quit school in the 8th grade, you don't give a F about education, yours or anybody else's. And you would think because she did quit school in the 8th grade and didn't finish high school and struggled with getting a GED, you would think she would be more concerned if her child is having issues in school. Apparently, someone dropped in the chat and said that AJ is having issues at school as far as hitting and messing with the teachers and the children. You would think she would be more concerned with that, as if to say, like, wouldn't you want your son to be more productive in school? And if it appears that he may possibly have ADHD, again, I'm not saying that Olivia needs to give her child medication, because if she does not feel like she needs to give him medication, she does not have to. It's her child. That's her. But I'm saying, because you are a woman who struggled in school, why do you, and y'all, we remember her oldest daughter was having issues in school too, right before Gerard came in and took him out of her care. Well, apparently now, I don't know. Let me say this. I don't know if Ryan or Robin, I think it's the oldest one, is still having issues in school. I don't know, because Gerard and Antonisha don't get on the internet and talk about their kids' developmental struggles or non-struggles. So I have no idea. However, and I don't think Olivia is that involved in what the kids got going on in school. So again, I don't know, but I'm just going to assume whatever issues Robin was having. You said Robin's on the honor roll. Okay, good for her. So whatever issue she was having when she was in Olivia care, apparently the school that she's going to, the parents that's parenting over her are more concerned. Okay? Are more concerned. All right, but that's a lot right there, y'all. We took on a lot right here with Olivia and Jasmine. And as you guys said in the chat, apparently Olivia did a live stream, did a pregnancy test. She's apparently pregnant, and she was on the phone with said father, and he was disputing that he could be the father of the child. All this right before court. Don't you go to court next month in December on the 9th? Baby, it's a lot going on here, okay? To say you're struggling with 2 kids, to put yourself in position, even if this, let me just say this, y'all. even if this is not the truth, it's the fact that you just told us in August when you took the pregnancy test at the Publix in the bathroom with the 2 children. It's the fact that you're having this conversation literally 3 months later. But again, by a whole different man. This would have to be, this is not even the same person because you were in Florida when you were allegedly pregnant then, right? And you're in Texas now. Okay. Now, I don't know how long this man's penis is, but I'm just going to assume it's not going to stretch from Florida to Texas. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. That's my time. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all leave your thoughts and opinions down below based off the conversations we had, all the conversations we had in this live stream with Olivia, Jasmine. We talked about the holidays, Black Friday. We talked about the Department of Education making professional license non-professional as far as teaching and nursing. So y'all drop down in the comments either in the replay or once this live ends and let me know how you feel. All right, y'all be good, y'all be great, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Good night, everyone. Sub what you love. Bye.